time to put my GoPro on, and made 3 casts just as I was kind of getting out here in the bay. I'm here in Port St. Joe, Florida, and y'all check out what we're starting the day off with. That is a 25-inch speckled trout. That's my biggest speckled trout I've ever caught. That thing is massive. Give you an idea of my hand compared to it. That is a freaking giant. I'll put the GoPro on, see if we can get a little action. Let's see if we can get 2 more. They've got to be under 19 inches and above 15. That was a big trout. There he is. Oh, that's another big fish. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. There are big ones out here this morning. It's another good trout. I think he's actually going to be too big, but oh, he come off. I should have used the net. He was foul hooked. I think he wasn't going to be. Yeah, he was going to be too big. I can sit here and look at my measuring stick. He was probably going to go 21. We've already got our 1 over slot. That's the hardest thing about being a freshwater fisherman in North Alabama and coming to Florida, is these slot limits. Having to let go of fish that's too big. You don't have that problem at home. They've only changed it a couple years ago where you can keep 1 over slot, and you used to didn't have an over slot fish here in Florida. Right in front of me there's a big spotted eagle ray. Hopefully we'll get some good video of him. There he went. He spooked. Alright. Time to change it up. There he is. Not gonna keep, but he is a trout. Oh. That might have been what's been missing my stuff. And that's why we always keep this thing in the boat. It lets us have a look. Gives us that extra bite. I mean, once you get in an area that just looks that good. Uh-oh, line twist. Once you get in an area that just looks that good and you're not getting bit like you think you should, you gotta try something else. You know, change it up a little bit. And a lot of times, you know, you'll find out, like if you're getting short stroke, you'll find out that either these fish have gotten a little lethargic from the topwater bite. You know, they're not really feeling it. You can tell that you got smaller fish, or maybe even the wrong species of fish that you're targeting. So just giving them a different look and giving yourself an opportunity to try something different makes a big difference as far as trying to figure these fish out. Especially as the topwater bite starts to die, as the sun starts to come up a little bit, it gives you a little more opportunity, you know, to catch these last couple fish before you decide to call it. And hopefully for us, it's going to help us finish our limit. I'm not saying we're done with the topwater bite, or done with the topwater bait. I'm just saying, for right now, we're going to give this a shot. See if we can figure some stuff out. on, give me a slot trout. There he is. Wasn't even looking. That's a decent trout. This might be him. This might be him. Going to be pushing it. Let's see. $14 inches. Oh. Alright. There you go. Now, a lot of people really think that I'm crazy coming out here in a canoe, but I'm telling you, you're perfectly safe. As long as you watch the weather conditions, you're gonna be fine. I mean, there's tons of guys that do way crazier stuff in kayaks. You know, some of these guys go offshore in kayaks, go way out there. I like to stay where I can see land pretty dang close. Seems like everything's in this little bit deeper water right on the edge of the channel. It's not really deep. I mean, it's 4 foot to the grass maybe. Oh, there he is. Not real big. This is definitely where these fish are holding up though. I'm not sure if this will be a fish that measures. No, probably not. Oh! Swing 'em in. I doubt he'll measure. It's gonna be close though. Let's see. Has to be 15. And he is 16. Huh, what do you know? It's a legal fish. One more and we've got our trout limit. And then we'll just be fishing for fun. Yeah, they're definitely liking this deeper water area, it seems like. Now, something y'all might notice me doing is when I get a bite, I don't slow it down and stop it. It ain't like with bass. Oh, you've got to keep working it, or those fish will lose interest. See, just like that, I had a little bite. I'll speed it up a little bit and make my twitches a little bit more erratic. I bet we're gonna catch one right in here. This grass, little pothole areas. This looks real good. Oh, that's a good fish. That might have been a redfish. Yeah, that's a good fish right there. That's probably a redfish. Whew. He's got some muscle on him. God, he's got a lot of line too. Just gonna try to wear him down. Get him over here. Oh yeah, that's definitely a redfish. If that's a trout, he's a monster. I'm gonna say he's a redfish. He's swimming this way, means he's gonna try to go another run once he sees the boat. There he goes. I'm just gonna let him do what he wants to do right now. Yeah, that's a redfish. I figured it was. There he is, come on. He's just barely hooked too. Let's see if we can get him in here without losing him. Oh, come on, got him. And I think he's gonna measure too. Well, there is my redfish for the day. I said he was barely hooked. Let's see if I can work his pliers loose a little bit. I'll use these. Where's my fish grips? Use these so we don't lose them. There we go. Let's see if he's gonna measure. Gotta be at least 19. He is 23. That is a slot fish. We're looking good now. Whew. All right, that's what the hell I'm talking about. Oh man, I knew we were gonna catch something out on this flat. This has been the best year I've had so far on redfish. That's my third one. The first day, I had the GoPro angle set all wrong. I lost a brand new $200 rod and reel combo. Shot right out of my hands. But my son caught his first ever speckled trout on a topwater bait. So that was awesome. Watching him do it all by himself. It was a great little trip, with the exception of losing that rod. That hurt my feelings, but it is what it is. Sometimes the ocean wins, sometimes you win. Yeah, but yeah, the sun's starting to get a little too high, so I think that's it for the morning bite for these species fishing this way anyway. So we'll get these fish clean, head back to the room, and get ready to try something else. Well, alright, that's the end of our fishing trip this morning. We ended up with 2 speckled trout, one being my personal best at 25 inches. We got a 23-inch redfish and a 16-inch trout. So, and there they are. My absolute monster trout, biggest I've ever caught. That's your slot trout, 16 inches. They got to be between 15 and 19 inches, and then you get one over slot. And that's my 23-inch redfish, and you can tell that trout's bigger than the redfish. I'm stoked out of my mind. So I'm gonna get these things filleted, and maybe we'll do a little cooking.